Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back, Prism Pal. The dog is already barking. I have to fix my camera, and the dog is already barking. Guys.
It's Wednesday.
Guys. Pals. It is Wednesday. We're doing all right. I hope you are too. Tonight I have my friend Katie Burke with me. So power to the Katies. And we are just going to be hanging out tonight as usual, making art. Hopefully some of you guys are also joining us to hang out, work on art, chit chat in the chat. So yeah, just join us as we go on this little 2-hour journey that we go on every week. All right. So now that I cannot control him. So, I'm sorry. So the thing that I wanted to Alicia. So what we wanted to do tonight is we actually have a lot going on. So if you've been wondering where we've been outside of our live streams, and I know we've been a little bit scarce lately, that's mostly because we are working on a lot of projects right now. I do have some videos coming up for you guys here soon, I hope, that are shot and mostly edited, so we just need to wrap that up and I'll get those out to you. But in the meantime, we're working on some really cool projects this month leading up into April. So the first one that we're going to talk about, because we actually have like 3 big events that I'm going to talk about probably. The first is actually a really cool project that I am excited to get to talk about. I'm going to share my screen. Not that I will talk about that one, but that's not the one. So it is this right here. It is the Number Story project. So the Number Story project is a project that I got involved with, or I'm getting involved with through the creator Deborah Dumal, who inspired the project with their Confessions by Numbers, the Coronavirus edition. And essentially, what the Number Story project is it is a visual arts book that's being put together of people's and our community's experiences through COVID. And to describe it a little bit better, I'm actually going to jump over to the examples and tips because I'm not really great at explaining these things sometimes. So basically, what does this mean? What is a number story? So just like our example tells us, I know a lot of us felt like numbers. A lot of us have felt like a number, right? At some points in our life, when you're like going to the doctor, or you feel like you have to wait forever, and you feel like they don't care, or applying for school, at work, when you feel like you just feel disposable. I think that coronavirus and the quarantine and just this sort of massive group trauma that we've all experienced together, that's something that we've all experienced now. We know what it's like to be a number. We know what it's like to wake up every day and maybe it's really naive of me to only be at this point because of this, or maybe it just comes from a place of privilege that I've had where I didn't grow up in a place where I was, having to be afraid of major health issues or access to health care or issues, worrying about my family, whether or not we're going to be able to eat or if we're heat or get evicted because we can't go into our job because everything's on lockdown. I didn't come from that, and I'm really, really privileged to have been able to not experience that. But we've all just sort of I don't know, it's opened my eyes in a lot of ways. I think that, to wake up every morning and just look at the death toll Like,
Literally on TV.
literally looking up the death toll every morning. And like, I have friends that work in family that work in hospitals, and it got to the point where it was just so overwhelming for me. Like, I couldn't really cope with like keeping up on the news, but it's hard when you like feel like that you have a social responsibility to do that. And so yeah, I just realized we're still screen sharing. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, so here's some examples, and we'll talk more about our experiences here soon with our own experiences feeling like a number. But these are just some examples, and so yeah, some of it is really just these fun use of numbers, right? Along with a short, 2-sentence story, a 2-sentence, 3-sentence experience which is just accompanied by these really great like use of line to create shape, and it's just beautiful. And so we have one here, creating knitting needles and yarn, which I'm betting is a great reference to one of the many skills that a lot of us picked up. This one really gets me. 36, the number of masks I bought. Like, when I think now about how many fabric masks I have, that I have so many now that I have lost several.
Yeah, but I'm like, I felt like I couldn't use them anymore. I was like, I need an N95, Like, I bought these cloth masks, and all of a sudden I'm like, I bought all of these, and I'm seeing they're not good enough anymore.
Well, and it's hard, too, if you're not sure. This one really hits hard. I know that, like, people think, oh, God. Okay, so we'll come back to that. If you're interested in joining, though, up, I want to get through this, and then we'll jump back and we can talk more. You go to, and I'll drop links in the description, but if you email the numberstoryproject@gmail.com, use the web form, or send a message. You can also drop off a paper copy at our Lincoln Square Mall, which is local to us in Urbana, Illinois. And yeah, just share. The final date they have to be in by is March 19th. So just keep that in mind.
Saturday.
That's a Saturday?
I think so. Is it Saturday? This Saturday?
Oh my gosh, is that this Saturday?
I believe it is. Because
This Saturday. But the upside is, this is designed to be like a fun, like a doodle, like a simple fun thing. Not necessarily fun. Not necessarily the most fun.
No.
We're back.
No.
But definitely important, and definitely, like, I can't imagine losing 5 people to this one illness, or 4 people to this one illness, just in the last year and a half. I can't, or 2 years. I really can't, like, I lost several people over the last 2 years. Several people, but they weren't all to test. Like, they were social situations in which I had to, like, cut people out of my life for safety, for, and it almost feels like, it feels like a death, like I grieved them like a death. If they had been taken from me in that manner, of COVID, of going, of just being like, I honestly, like, there's really nothing you could say, right? So
terrible.
A little hard to hear, KT. Okay. Let's turn down.
I'll be a little bit louder then. Does that help?
We'll project. Please don't. Remember that I did that. I will cut that eventually somewhere.
Scratch that.
So, yeah, wow. How to, like, account for the last 2 years? In a few lines, or in a few numbers, it's... I think, for me, honestly, there's been a lot of tragedy. But I made some of my best friends that I've ever had over COVID. Alicia does a double tang right there. Y'all see the best Alicia that I've ever met. We met the Friday night leading up to lockdown.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Like, it was such a crazy, like, a friend of a friend.
I love that.
Through somebody that I met at random when we were out dancing once. It was just like this crazy, set of circumstances that led me to meeting Alicia, which led me to meeting you, even.
Yeah. We met during the pandemic, but we just really became friends recently.
Yeah.
So. And honestly, I thought you and Alicia had been friends for years.
It feels like that.
Well, you have.
we
been like 2 years.
Quarantine bonded. It was this like amazing, fun experience. So I would say I lost some people, but I definitely gained a lot of new people in my life that I love. Let me see. Let me think of, like, good friends, like, people that I would consider a good friend that I'm investing emotional time with.
Are you finding it hard to choose?
I'm counting. I'm counting how many friends I made. Like, people that I would consider, like, good friends now.
That's so nice.
You should see, I'm, like, trying to tally in my head. I should just, like, listen so I don't want to be, like, weird.
It's like that meme with the lady in the triangle.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to math it in my head, and I don't know how to do that. I can think of 8 people off of the top of my head. I lost my pen cap. That I have become, like, I am or have invested emotional, and those are, like, all people, not even counting, like, new work friends that happen, because, like, I've got some really, really tight buds through work. A new friends.
Honestly, like, you spend so much time, like, with your coworkers, though. Like,
they're like, well, I don't. That's kind of...
You don't?
No, I sit in a cubicle away from many people. Away from all people. I sit in a cubicle with no people. And I had a bunch of plants, but they just got picked up today.
A bunch of what?
Plants.
Oh.
I was growing plants.
Oh. But they got picked up?
Yeah, because my friend who was much better at not killing plants.
Oh, I see.
Is now Sydney. For those of you who know Sydney, our darling, one of our owners. So I gained 2 business partners.
2?
Sydney and Travis.
Oh yeah, I've known about Travis. I thought you meant, like, in addition to Sydney, there was someone else, and I was like, what? Is there an announcement?
Let's see. Yeah, we haven't, like, done the paperwork, but Because we're all busy, we just keep forgetting.
Also, paperwork okay,
does it really? That doesn't matter until people start getting paid. That doesn't happen for a while.
Oh, it's art. It's art. Sweetie.
We don't expect to get paid right
no
away.
No one gets paid in
Nobody
art.
gets paid. That's not true. Sometimes we get paid in art.
Sometimes you.
And you can make it a career.
You
and
can.
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Look at that.
I'm doing it right now. Trying to.
I don't have the guts.
I have not the guts, but I have the emotional support system.
You've got them.
I've got the friends who egg me on, and I'm like, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that. I think I can do that. And then I just try and do it and pretend like I know what I'm doing.
Well, like you do, though. I mean, like, I'm about to hire you to paint a portrait. Like, you're doing the thing. And, like, I'm gonna talk to you about setting up some paint parties for my work.
Paint parties!
So, you're doing the thing.
I have not done many paint parties other than we've been doing our weekly paint at your own pace at Brew Lab, which has been fantastic. So for those locals who want a chance to come in and experience paint at your own pace where you just paint and enjoy yourself and work on whatever project you want to, we're there to help if you want us, but we're not like guiding you through anything. It is all your baby. But other than that, not been a lot of parties. It's hard in the winter. People don't want to go out, and I don't blame them because neither do I. We live in Illinois.
Well, it's almost, I mean,
but it is beautiful out. I did not want to go inside today and was made to.
It's lovely today.
So,
and we're in a basement right now. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful today. In the basement. It works. Guys, this one's really hard. I'm going to have to think more on, like, how I actually want to design this. Because I think that it needs more design than this. This is a jumping off point. But I definitely think, for me, I've honestly not been great the last several weeks. I've been doing not well, and so I am doing better now.
Good.
And I would like to focus on a happy.
Yeah.
On a happy. Because I want to focus on a happy, guys.
A single happy.
A single, maybe a second happy, but definitely like one happy. One single happy. So.
Is there a happy number? Like, what's a good happy number for you?
I do love the number 7. I don't know why. Everybody likes 7. It's not special. But I do like it. I do like it a lot.
So then do 7 something.
I don't know.
You can pick the number and then the narrative,
Pick the number, then the narrative. Guys, get...
Sorry.
Get this. I need you around me all the time.
You can do some that are number over narrative and some that are narrative over number.
So the next project, the next event, the Untitled Show. Okay, what is the Untitled Show? Let me tell you what the Untitled Show is. This is the other thing that we are working on right now. So, essentially, the Untitled Show is a once-a-year fundraiser that is done to support our local arts council. So, our local Champaign-Urbana Arts Council is called 40 North, and you can find them at 40north.org, and their mission, as you can see here, is cultivating creativity in Champaign County. That's a lot of C's. I like it. I like alliteration. I think we all knew that, though, with how I named stuff for the channel. But no, they're amazing. I have honestly spent the last several years just in my basement, not meeting anybody, and not making new friends, and not knowing anything about our local arts community. And in the past 2 years, yes, since quarantine, which is really when I started to come out of my house.
That's interesting.
It was very weird. I came out socially, like...
Yeah.
Right when things shut down, so I did a lot of it online. I've got a lot of really close text relationships.
That's beautiful.
And yeah, they have all sorts of events that they collaborate for, that they host, and they just nurture the arts in our community. So the Untitled Project is the once yearly fundraiser. There is a ticket fee, which you can get tickets on Facebook, on the event page. And there's like event stuff. There's like food and catering and like things at the actual event. But one of the other things that we are doing is there is an art sale. So the council prepped some squares for us to use, and what that's going to let us do is... Let me just come back up here. I can't, like, talk and read and use my laptop at the same time, guys. We've got these little gessoed canvas board guys, and the theme this year, I know it's kind of, is it's been so long since I painted on, like, the small scale, which is actually kind of,
nerve-wracking?
It is. It's weird. I've gotten really obsessive. You can see in the back. You can see in the background, like, I've got a couple of really big paintings. I just delivered one that's, like, even bigger. Or I've got it, yeah, it's a whole thing. I've gotten really into splashing a lot of paint on a lot of canvas, so this is actually cool because this is going to be a challenge for me. The theme is games and gaming. So, which they sent a follow-up email this year that I don't get the feeling... I'm actually rereading through everything because, yeah, it sounds like the theme is not super necessary, but so they've got, yeah, game night fundraiser. Okay, so that's the theme of the whole fundraiser. So I guess there's going to be, like, games and fun stuff like that there, which is going to be really cool, because I love board games, and I love D&D, and so I wonder if there's going to be, like, a D&D room, because if there's not, we should talk to them about it. Be like, do you want somebody to come and DM? We can just have a big old drop-in encounter. It'd be crazy.
I think a lot of people would come to that.
It would be so much fun. And I just finished a new character, and I'm super excited for them.
Do you play, like, weekly, or?
Yes, we do.
We do? Who's we?
We do. I play with several friends. Things are kind of in flux right now. Yeah. But, so I don't know, like, I don't know everything going forward, but, like, I've been just building characters.
Because it's the fun part.
It's the fun part. I like to get on Hero Forge and, like, design them, and then build them on D&D Beyond. And
nice.
I have so many characters. I just get too excited. So if you guys ever want to see my characters, just let me know, and I'll post pictures, because I have them. I get way too into it. I think what I am going to do, though, is...
For 40 North?
Yeah, because I'm honestly thinking about just painting a little portrait.
Yeah, do it.
From a video game that I played during quarantine.
Yeah.
And that's...
a mini portrait.
Yeah, like a little mini portrait. So let me look at my phone here for a second as I determine if I have anything interesting. I probably have a bunch of screenshots from this already. Because I'm a big old nerd. And far too obsessed with certain things.
It's not a bad thing.
It's
like,
questionable. It is questionable. Because that was actually one thing I expected. I expected to play a ton of video games over quarantine, and I really didn't.
Really?
I didn't. I don't know why. I used to love playing video games, and I remember my first run through on Skyrim. I probably sunk like 500 hours into that character. Yeah. But yeah, not so much.
I were at like a friend's house or like a cousin's house, but then I got a Wii because it was exercise, quote unquote. Okay, for reference, both my parents were like gym nuts, essentially, like athletes.
Is that why they didn't like video games?
I don't know. They're also like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think it was like
we'll keep the deeper parent trauma off the page.
Yeah,
we'll have that called. We'll have the talk later.
Yeah.
Oh goodness! Just come in person, and you guys will realize I don't actually know how to edit myself all that well. So you'll get to know me far too quickly.
And me.
Woo! The curse of the Katie. We don't know how to be quiet. So, the one game that stood out to me that I played... Okay, let me think. So the games that stood out to me that I played during quarantine, because I just feel like, why not theme it that way? Yeah. We're already thinking quarantine and, what's all going on, so... I played Death Stranding. Okay. Which is a video game, for those that don't know that, and I played it almost solely because it's for two reasons. It's for one reason, it's got Mads Mikkelsen in it, and
wow.
Yes.
I was like, okay, it's Hannibal related. I'm like, immediately it was Hannibal. Wow. Predictable.
It is. I'm so predictable. Okay, but here's the thing. He's just got a really fun face. I like his face.
It's a beautiful face.
It's a beautiful face. There's actually a really interesting, I showed it to Alicia the other day, an interesting YouTube video that, talks about, they did all of the, measurements. I'm, just gonna wave in front of my face a bunch. And, but, all of the different measurements. So, one of them, the things that they had pointed out is, the width of his jaw is almost exactly as wide as the zygomatic arch. Yeah, where the zygomatic arch comes out. It's creates a really square face, and you can see it head on, especially. And it's a really super, masculine trait. And the way they described that was really nice to me, because I'm one of those people that I'm constantly yeah, but what is masculine and feminine anyway? Why do we even, does it matter? Can we just because I just want to be jellyfish. All people are just jellyfish. Definitely me. And so it was really neat, the way they described how, the reason it's considered a masculine feature is because it's an indicator of, high testosterone and stuff like that. And so,
interesting.
Yeah, and so, understanding, oh, that, okay, so that's kind of why that shape or that feature gets that label, but then also why we perceive it that way, especially socially and and stuff. So long story short, yes, Alicia, I like Hannibal. And I like Mads Mikkelsen's face because he's got an interesting face, similar to, so is it Killian or Cillian?
Cillian Murphy.
It is Killian.
Yeah.
Okay. Cillian Murphy, they actually have a very similar face shape,
Yeah.
except that Killian has a larger orbital eye socket, which is fascinating because as he gets older, I didn't even realize I was still wearing my glasses. So Killian has a larger orbital eye socket, which is why as he gets older, you see his eyes start appearing more like sunken in.
Yeah.
Whereas Mess has a smaller orbital eye socket, so that doesn't happen, and he's got like that whole ridge of the zygomatic arch continues to just like, and it juts out so far forward, and it's just I don't have cheekbones, so I have a very round face, so I'm a little hardcore obsessed with faces that are really angular. Like, I just think they're fantastic.
Okay, I watched Terminator 2 yesterday for the first time. I had never seen it. Jace Jameson showed it to me.
Yes, and, that sounds right.
The Terminator who was there to kill the cop guy, his face is really interesting.
Okay, I have to look this up now because
I forgot the actor's name, but his ears kind of stick out a little bit.
Terminator 2.
His face is very square as well, but like one side of his face is more protrude.
What's the character, or what's the character's name?
I mean, he's Terminator. He's like here. He's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's
Robert Patrick?
Can I see?
The T-1000?
Yeah, him.
Oh, yeah. No, he's got a fantastic face.
Really cool.
Okay, let's find a picture of him from then.
And also, Terminator 2 was really, really good. Honestly, it's a good standalone film.
Yeah.
They were like, you don't even need to see the
has
first one.
a fantastic... And one of the really cool things... Okay, I don't know. Can you, like... Okay, yeah. So, I should just share my screen again. So, that is a picture of Robert Patrick. So, one of the really cool things that he did... I am obsessed with movie facts. When he fired a weapon, he didn't blink. Oh. And it's so eerie. It's... so eerie. Very much how, like, in Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins doesn't really blink because it's just, like, a whole thing. But, it's like, why nobody's...
Okay, but I've never seen...
movies I like.
I've never seen, like, every movie ever.
We are all about movies.
Yeah,
I
like movies, but, you know.
Other games that I played. Yeah. Sorry, I need to actually, paint. I need to paint. Oh, God, it's only been, 30 minutes, though, so.
It's really not bad.
No, I'm not used to actually talking this much on stream. So, D&D. Honestly, I played a lot of D&D, and I played some Death Stranding. Animal Crossing. Yeah. I got into Animal Crossing.
A lot of people did.
That was my depression game. That's I don't know why, but when I just can't make my whole body move, I can collect so many pumpkins. So many pumpkins. I've got a beautiful home. My life's together. A nice little witchy attic, an art gallery on the main floor. It's beautiful.
I'm jealous.
I'll tell you about the basement later. It's hysterical.
Wow. Tri-level.
It's a tri-level house.
Damn.
I have my life together in Animal Crossing. My debts are paid. It's beautiful.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Midsommar?
The movie? Yeah, I have.
Okay, yes. But we should watch it again.
Yeah, because I'm messed up, so of course I'm seeing that one.
I love it.
No, I would watch that definitely again. So, any time of year, not just spooky time.
Spooky. It's almost May Day. It'd be perfect.
Yeah. Like a May Day midsummer party?
We can't, only because... Okay, well, actually soon. So... this year will be the second annual collective art show, which is an art show that I have hosted last year and then starting this year. Nice. And that's a show that I wanted to do because I had done so much painting in quarantine, and I wanted to be in an art show, and I didn't. So, yeah, those are the games I played. I mostly just played D&D. So, I guess I could paint one of my characters.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. I'm tempted to stick with... Let me show you some shots from Death Stranding, because it is such a beautiful game.
I do like video game graphics.
It's in particular beautiful, I think. Oh, it also has Norman Reedus in it. I love Norman Reedus too, but I'm just, like, he's also got a great face.
True.
I think part of it is everybody got really obsessed with him from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And The Walking Dead just made me depressed. I think I saw maybe 3 seasons, like, because I am really bad about binging shows. And so, instead of just, like, taking my time. And, yeah, after, like, 3 seasons back to back.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I was so depressed and sad. I was like, everything just... why? And so I kind of ended up dropping The Walking Dead.
I just think about Boondock Saints with him in it.
No.
Yeah, like
I can't do that. Please don't ever think that I think that I'm good at accents. I'm not good at accents. That was terrible.
But literally, young Norman Reedus.
Oh my god, yes.
So beautiful. Beautiful man.
So, yes.
I really don't know where I'm going with this. I'm lost. Hold up the picture.
Yeah, I'm just like pulling up a few different pictures so that I can kind of decide. I'm also trying to. Yeah, no, that's from Death Stranding. I think I just need to find like a good direct head-on shot, and then I can deal with everything else. Oh no, another picture on my phone. I want a 3/4 view because it's just really hard to paint things super trying to decide if I want to pull like a shot from the game or if I want to get something more high res that's just like a picture and then alter it in the old brain. think I do want to use this picture. No, because I want something more original. Guys, I really meant to get project planning done today. It didn't happen.
It's alright.
It did not happen.
I think that's part of the fun of doing a project, is doing it spontaneously sometimes.
Right? Like, it'll work. It'll work out because it's gotta.
Yeah. Thought I got a real text. No, it's just Go Puff.
Just go, Puff.
Just Go Puff.
Just go, Puff.
Trying to make me spend money. Evil.
They are. We have a deal. It's not a deal, no!
No, it's still really expensive.
And I don't know how to say no!
No. They text me and everything. I'm like, not even using the easel.
Alright.
Oh, incense.
Incense!
Right out. So we've got black amber musk.
Ooh.
Dude.
Save. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, so that's not a shot from the game, but I don't care. I don't need it to be.
What is that?
Oh, it's just a picture of him, but I'm gonna, like, try and edit it.
Okay.
In my brain.
In your brain.
In my brain. Because I really only want...
Is that wood?
Yeah, it's like a weird... It's not weird. It's just, I don't... It's not a canvas. Yeah, it's like a wood board. It's not... It's like a... Some sort of art board. Like a pressed... something. It's thicker than, like, canvas board. And it's not the same texture as canvas board.
Mm.
See, and then I start working, and I just cease to talk.
Silence.
Right? Like, I can talk all day long, and then just be like...
I get it, though.
I have no ability to, like, connect my motor my mouse skills to my hand skills.
I get it, though. Sometimes you need that focus.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you for that. I need a drink of water. I'll be right back. I love working with a friend. I love working with a friend.
It's enjoyable.
And Katie's actually getting so much work done, and I'm just like...
getting so much work done.
I'm getting so much work done. I know what I want to do. I just have to, like, make it happen now. That's the easy part.
No. So you've erased. I was like, wait, it looks different.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind.
You look like I'm not done. I just had to scoot some things down. It's fine. This is why we sketch. This is why we start with the pencil. And still. So not only can I not do voices, I should just...
You can, though.
I should just stop.
This is so sad.
Oh. It's okay. Oh my god, no, just shut it, and as long as you cram it shut, it'll dry and I'll peel it off.
Okay, there was just
I know, I'm a mess with them all the time.
Okay.
I'm the messiest painter. This is, actually one of my cleaner outfits, to be honest.
Yeah, you're bold for wearing, nice things.
I've just given up. All of my clothes, even my nice clothes, have paint on them. All, and, there's...
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I did for a while. I was so good about having, art clothes. But...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But that didn't,
pan out. Excuse me.
So Alicia just asked, Katie, what are you working on tonight? So the camera cannot see what you're working on. I love it. You want to pass? Are you okay with passing it up?
Yeah, sure. Here,
okay. So this is what Katie is working on, and I love it. Do you want to talk about?
See. You can see it. How do you?
Oh, I have another camera right here.
I honestly did not know how that was working.
This one might be brighter. Yeah, this is brighter though.
It's kind of like a biblical angel that's celestial. It came out of a party situation.
So
and I was just wanting to finish it. So.
Yeah, it was Nate's birthday. My partner, Nate, his birthday was yesterday. It was the Ides of March, I believe. Yeah, it was the Ides of March. So,
there was a party.
We had a barbecue, and then we painted, or was that? No, that was Saturday night.
I was here on Friday night, which was just an impromptu kind of hangout.
Oh yeah, I just slept on Saturday.
Lots of people.
I just slept on Saturday. It was great.
From random parts of your life, which was very
joyful. It was a very weird mix of our friends. And it was really cool getting to introduce people from different areas of my life into one's place and be awesome. Now I'm gonna just I'm gonna work while you guys
it's nice,
bond.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
Get to know people.
Everybody get along now, please.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really nice, and we were just kind of hanging out, and then started painting, and then I was really inspired by the color green, and then Katie's friend and coworker had said something make a biblical angel.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, and that's why I'm doing this. So.
And biblical angels are terrifying.
Yeah, it's got
to be honest.
Eyes.
There's so many eyes, man. That would actually be really cool to paint. I would be really down for it.
There's gonna be more.
How many eyes are they supposed to have?
I don't know, but
there's a few different types, I think. I'm gonna Google it.
Mine has 7. because I felt like that was really nice.
That's a good number.
It's your favorite number.
It's a good number. It's my favorite number.
So it works out.
I think it's like way more eyes than I think it's like 100 eyes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think so.
I just Googled it.
Biblically accurate angels.
I need water. Oh.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I just like the big eye in the middle, and then I was like, it needs some eyes on the wings. It just seems right to put eyes on the wings. So we had a deep discussion about religion and like how we grew up both like Christian but like very different like parts of it and stuff, and then that's why
you were Catholic.
I grew up Catholic and Hugh grew up Southern Baptist, I believe.
Like, yeah.
So I didn't realize.
It was a weird mix of.
I enjoyed it. I mean,
evangelical and Southern, or like Baptist.
We had a good conversation, and he was just like, biblical angel, and I'm like, perfect thing to paint. So. And also, this incense may not work because it's kind of barren.
That confuses me. They all confuse me.
What are you looking them up?
Yes.
Does it say something about the seven-eyed ones, or?
There was something about wheels. Hold on. There's just so much. There's so much information. But it's not the. So. Oh, hold on. So cherubim. They have 2 pairs of wings, 4 faces. That of a lion, an ox, a human, and an eagle. Their legs were straight, the soles of their feet like the hooves of a bull, gleaming like polished brass. I'm reading off of Wikipedia. Thomas Aquinas imagined Satan as a fallen cherub. Nifty. Maybe that. Yeah. And then like this, the seraphim are like 6-winged beings that fly around the throne of God. Yeah, I think those are just. What was the other? There was something that had a bunch of eyes. I'm sure I remember reading about something with a bunch of eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like a reference image with a lot of eyes on the body, which is why I chose that. Which green was I using?
It's actually really fascinating when you start reading, like actually reading, so what it says. It's really interesting stuff. Anyway, that's not the stuff that I want to think about right now. That is above my brain power to deal with tonight.
I'm not really thinking about it, I'm just painting it. You know what I mean? So, and then hopefully I will get to my incense painting later. We'll see, but that's on the docket.
I actually know how big a army helmet should be. It's fine.
This one?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm like, hello.
Hello.
I'm just looking for a really tiny, tiny brush. I don't know if I'll find one. It's alright. I'll use mine.
smells amazing.
Yeah, this is the... Oh, shoot.
I don't usually have things in my house that actually catch, like, flame.
Yeah.
I have a couple of candles that have never been lit.
Really?
Yeah. I have a now under control unreasonable fear of house fires. It's
okay, I get it.
like I had to, it was really problematic actually, and it's how I found out. So I don't actually know like if I have it like written down is diagnosed with, but I know all of the notes because I've read some of them, because if my doctor leaves them where I can I'm gonna read them. Yeah. So they're my notes.
Yeah, it's about you,
so lot of talk about OCD, and I know that the one of the anti-anxiety meds that I take is for specifically for OCD, because I was leaving work to have to go home and like check my oven on days that I didn't use my oven that morning, but like I just couldn't be sure, like I couldn't focus.
You couldn't know until you knew.
I couldn't know until I looked at it or I sent somebody over to my house. And like, at the time I worked 30 minutes away from where I lived, so we were talking an hour of, like, I have to go check my oven. Bye. Again today. So I learned some tricks. I started taking like pictures of that and things like that, so I could like get to work, and if I started worrying about it I could look at it, look at the timestamp. That helped a lot. That's but good. It was definitely the push that I needed to talk to my doctor about my anxiety and my depression and obsessive thoughts. So yeah, if you guys like, if you're in that position, like it's not always easy to find the right thing, but it can be so treatable. It just takes time and luck and practice and a doctor that listens to you. Which I know is a big ask, unfortunately, but if you need it, get help. Like, honestly, and if you don't know where to start, just start with your GP. What I did. I just went to my normal, my family doctor, the guy that I see all the time. He's an internist. He's amazing, and I don't even think that I went directly into him. I think I was, like, so upset. Like, I was so anxious at that point that I, like, couldn't really talk about it. I sent him an email through most hospitals have, like, my chart things or my portals or whatever. I sent him an email that way because it's, sometimes it's easier to just type stuff. You can kind of disassociate from it a little bit. And, yeah. And got me in, and we're getting there, right? It's just one day at a time. One day at a time.
Well, I'm glad that you are allowing me to have this lit item here in your home. And it's positive experience.
It is, yeah.
And it's Black Amber Musk, which is really good.
It smells amazing.
Too bad you can't smell it through the camera. Smell it through the phone. How's it going over there?
Really well, I think.
Good.
We're getting there. I work in layers. Mm-hmm. I've always kind of been that way. I don't really know how to, like, I just gotta get messy and then erase and smudge and shift and tweak and go in with paint and then just kind of sculpt at it, and that's how I do it. Like, honestly, that's all it is. Which is, I think, is what makes it so, like, fun for me to get to, like, encourage other people, because truly when I say, like, I'm not doing anything special, like, I truly mean I don't feel, I'm just making marks over and over and over until eventually they scoot in the right places. And it's, you know, a lot of people like digital art because it's so easy to, just, you know, control whatever to erase. And, but I mean, essentially, it's not, I don't lose that ability when I'm painting. It's just kind of done in layers as well. Just, it's a little bit more permanent, but, like, you can still edit and adjust things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would be the one. To one accent.
Canadian accent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really Minnesotan.
Oh, man.
I love it. So I actually used to work at a Cold Stone and Tim Hortons combo.
Oh, here?
No, not here. It was in Virginia. It was a Southern Nose Tinny Hose in Virginia. And I loved that job right up until, like, the last 2 weeks. And then I had, like, intense senioritis. And it was real bad. But right up until that, like, 2 weeks notice when I went, oh, we get to move home in 2 weeks. Yeah. But, God, that was a fun job. I did enjoy it. It was also on a military base, though, so...
oh, I see, yeah.
There were certain upsides and certain downsides to that.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
So...
It can be a rough place. It can be rough. So...
It's fun, though.
Yeah.
And the food was great, so shout out to Tim Hortons, because I could totally go for some Tim Hortons right now. I want some Timbits. I want coffee.
I don't even know what the heck you're talking about.
Oh, it's like the Canadian Starbucks.
I see.
But...
I'm just like, okay, I don't know what that is.
Is Canadian Starbucks. Tim Horton was a hockey player.
Do they have one around here? Or
no.
Did they at one point? No, I'm thinking of Gloria Jean's.
Oh my god, I grew up going to Gloria Jean's. That's where I got, like, my first coffees.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it until I moved here, so.
Really great choice for me. Was to start drinking coffee.
I love coffee.
I do too.
Sharpie over it.
What?
Not over it, but like...
Oh, okay.
Like, define it.
Oh, yeah. I
like,
do that a lot.
I don't know what else to do to it. I may add some silver. No, I'll add a little bit. So creepy.
Creepy pasta.
Look at that.
I love this painting so much.
So bizarre.
I love bizarre painting. I love those. I love that there's teeth. You guys can't see it. There's teeth in there. I don't know
what should I do
which god this is an angel, but
I don't know. What should I do with the teeth? I couldn't figure out. Should I Sharpie over the teeth or like how should I? What should I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually might have a brush small enough for that.
Okay.
But actually, yeah, I've got that, but I do have this really, really fine tip.
I may use the fine tip. I think that'll be more precise. Thanks. But I'm gonna let it dry, I think, for a second.
Yeah. Or it won't, like, stick.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not awful.
I like it.
Okay,
so
thank you.
I
do like it. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So is that Matt's?
That is, yeah. Yeah.
I've seen him
It's
for
not
nails.
it's not there yet. We're not even close, but like, so the character. Ooh. So that's actually a shot of
That character?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then, like, he's wearing. Nope, wrong show. No, that's what I just looked at. Hold on. Oh God, I don't know where my
That's
phone
okay.
stuff
Don't worry about it.
even
Don't worry about
is.
it.
No, it's
I
got
don't
to be
need
under
to stress you out.
screenshots. Maybe I didn't screenshot any. He's wearing like an army like outfit and like a helmet, and so I'm trying to like
I see.
get the rough outline of the face and then just like drop that in.
Yeah.
And then, because there's this really great shot of the character where it's just like really dark and he's just like, lights a cigarette, or like is coming up like out of the darkness and you just see like the cigarette light up.
Nice.
So a lot of this is going to be really dark.
Cool.
I think, with that like glowing quite a lot.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it looks so dumb. I'm just so used to, like, ugh, I don't know how to do hats.
Hats are hard.
Hats are hard. And
Hats are
stubble is hard.
Yeah.
Stubble is really hard. I don't know why.
It's just so small. I don't know why, but like, it's giving me like a deep purpley maroon vibe.
Right.
Like, that's
I'm here
the
for
vibe.
it.
And like maybe like an orange glow. When you said glow, I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
I love that
orangey.
maroon. I'm here for that. Okay. BRB, I need paint. I'm gonna not fall. My studio's super well organized. That was my bad, yeah.
Like, do some stretches. Yeah, so what colors are you gonna grab?
Well, the problem is all of those over there.
All the ones you want.
All the ones
are
I
on the
want
other
are on
side?
the wrong side.
Here, I have this. Do you need this at all?
I might.
Okay.
I might.
Okay, I'll put it here. See you later.
Might. Just a bit.
I'm gonna let that still dry.
I moved my laptop, guys, so it's in a weird spot now, and I don't think I'll be keeping it this way.
Yeah. It's my fault. Are they the same, right?
No, these ones actually aren't, which is a mistake. I think I dropped a thing.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Flip. I have so much white paint for no reason.
Been there. I'll use it.
I'm gonna use it from later, but
perfect.
I'm just like, you should just get white. Start with that.
Okay. Ookie.
Okay, so I brought these two. Oh wait, this is mine. They are matching,
Yes.
and I think I'm gonna do one with my incense and one with like the Catholic incense.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm gonna call it frankincense and myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Perfect. I like how I came up with the title before I painted the painting.
I do that sometimes, though. So what Katie is working on right now is actually for the third event that we have coming up. So Untitled is March 25th, so I'll be up tonight. And then March 19th is the Number Story Project. And then April 1st through the 3rd is our local Boneyard Arts Festival. So that is a local arts festival where our local artists partner with local businesses to display our work, and and 40 North, our arts council, puts together all this informational stuff. It's a really big event. It's really cool. People go all over. What we're going to be doing is we are partnering with Soul Care, which is an urban spiritual wellness retreat in Urbana, to host a show that is going to be themed on identity and spirituality. And then Prism will also be there for one of our Paint at Your Pace events. So if you come in and you're looking at art, you're like, oh my god, I love this. This is so cool. I wish I could do this. And we're going to turn around and be like, but you can. And here is the supplies. So be prepared. I'm going to be there. And so that is what Katie is working on, is the identity and spirituality theme of our show. While I work on Untitled.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I'm just like, watching, waiting for my paint to dry, you know how it goes.
I do.
Yeah. I'm also trying to think of like what to do in the background for my incense. I'm thinking like just like a table. Get the gorgeous table.
face just keeps getting longer.
What does?
His face does, but that's okay, because, like, I knew it would. I always go too big, and then, like, cannot...
Bigger is better.
No.
Okay.
Just not nice.
Okay.
I forgot what I was trying to say.
I derailed you. I apologize.
No, you're fine. I'm just can't. I knew that it would continuously get bigger because I tend to start things too small or start things too big, and so I intentionally tried to like contain myself a little bit.
You can make a long cigarette.
I might make it short, like just a little stub. We'll do that for now. It's really...
I was gonna say I love this chest that you have here.
You.
So cute.
I got that for $20.
$20?
At an estate sale.
I love estate sales.
And it's full of fabric right now. It's full of fabric. And I want to sand it down and repaint it though.
It's pretty.
Thank you. I just need to like do it. I've been saying that for probably 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah.
So, whoops.
That's alright. It'll get done, right? Eventually.
We'll get there. I usually get around to all the projects I say I'm gonna, so we'll just keep at it. Needs to go back a little bit, but that's okay. I'm like, obsessed with red and purple together, because I'm basically 100 years old. So, have you ever heard of the Red Hat Society? I don't actually know anything about them, but I do remember when I was a teenager, I asked, because I was working I was like 16 working, and they came into the store. I worked a lot, and I finally asked one of the women one time, I'm like, why?
Why?
Like, what? Like, are you like a club? Or like, what? Because I don't know. And she was so chill about it. She's like, yeah, like, so what's with the red and the verse? Like, because we can. It's like,
good answer.
because you can. This was a great answer.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, I've always found that to be kind of fun, like the old ladies wearing the hats, doing the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, why? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Excellent. Like, seriously. We should just start our own, like...
we actually have done that already.
Oh, really?
Well, it's... I don't know if it's, like, okay to talk about how strong...
Okay.
We're not, like, serious about it, but, like, we created a whole,
like a fake one, or...
possum worshipping...
What? That's different?
Our god's name is Egg, and he is a possum.
I'm sorry, how is this related to the Red Hat Society?
Well, it's a song group. It's like, it's a thing.
Yeah, but I meant like where we like make our own chapter of the Red Hat, but...
Oh, you just want to be like actual Red Hats.
Just, like,
I thought you meant like
people.
design our own, not cult.
Cults?
Not cult.
Katie thought I meant, let's just start a cult.
That's not at all what I thought. No. I just want to worship possums because they're funny.
See, once it's about raccoons, then maybe I'll join.
Well, they're involved too. I mean, like, they're all are welcome. All are welcome in Egg's domain.
Egg's domain.
Egg is a kind of loving possum.
Aww. Eats
all the ticks. Never gets rabies. Be nice to possums, guys.
Yeah, seriously. Those things are scary.
They're adorable.
Yeah, but they, like, could kill you.
No, they eat ticks.
Okay.
They can't get rabies because their body temperature doesn't, like, really allow for it. It, like, runs low, I think it is.
Interesting.
And, yeah, and they are fluffy and sweet. Well, I mean, they act tough, yeah.
Yeah,
but,
they definitely do.
But, like, they're just... I mean, don't like, pet them, probably.
I don't think I want
I
to.
cannot recommend that one attempts to pet a possum that they found. But you do you, man. Live your best life. I'm just not telling you to do it.
Just be wary.
I did almost pet a squirrel on Thursday, though. But he was real worked up. So, I didn't.
One summer I worked, like, as a campus tour guide.
Uh-huh.
But I had to be posted on the quad. And I, like, got all the squirrels to like me because I would feed them.
Yes.
Like, and they would just literally come to me.
They know.
And it's the quad squirrels, too. They're, like...
They're insane.
They're a different
They are
breed.
not afraid of
Like,
anything. They are not afraid of people, for one.
Absolutely not. So... But yeah, I gave them some, like, raspberries and some Cheez-Its. Like, they ate well that summer. So.
I love it.
Yeah.
I may or may not have freed a squirrel that I found in a trap.
Ooh.
On Thursday.
Good.
I'm that kid. My mom found out that I, when I was a kid, was freeing mice, because we lived by a cornfield. And so we always had, like, mouse traps, and I didn't like that. That made me sad. So
yeah.
I would, whenever I could, save them.
Good.
And take them outside. And pet them. And try not to get bitten. Also, my mom came home to a snapping turtle in the tub once. Big old boy. I was, It's kind of amazing I didn't go into a field in which
like an animal field.
I work with animals, yeah, but that's mostly because of the amount of school.
It's a lot of school. That's
a lot of school.
Lots and lots of school.
This is so weird the way this is like drying on here. Or not drying. I'm used to like painting on canvas and it's, I don't know. I feel like this is not.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I feel like it's not drying as much.
Mm. Yeah.
That's okay. That just means I have to be patient.
Yeah.
Sometimes being forced to slow down a little is not punishment.
This is so tiny. Ice cube.
Yeah.
Little crunchy boy.
Crunchy boy!
motorcycle brigade.
Motorcycle. Oh yeah, you can hear everything.
I
live on kind of a loud street, but it's not all bad because it's such a busy street. It's pretty safe.
It comes in spurts too.
Yeah,
because of the lights.
And you get used to it, honestly.
It's really not. I also live on this street, for context.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's really not.
I knew that.
So, yeah. For the listeners, I also live on the street. I'm not just like creepy saying about working.
Do I have my first? Oh no, that's a dark joke. It's not okay. It's one of those things, like, I'm constantly trying to do better about, like, what I say, what comes out of my mouth. Totally. And so, like, I'll start to make a joke and then be like, oh, wait, no, that joke's not okay. Like, but I have to, like, start forming the words sometimes before it's like, oh, wait a minute, nope.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Nope. Mulligan. I just recognize that I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes, and that's okay. Like, we're all a bit of an idiot sometimes. You just say things without thinking, and it happens. It's how you handle it after. What were you just thinking? Like, what song were you just humming in your head?
Catching Smoke.
Okay.
By King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Why?
Because I heard just enough notes that I got the Battle Hymn of the Republic stuck in my head.
Oh, man. That's not...
I have no idea. I swear I heard just the right weird blend of notes. Yikes.
I honestly didn't know I was audibly, like, making noise.
I have really weird hearing, so...
But but, like, I honestly didn't know I was saying, like, I didn't know I was vocalizing anything. I literally thought it was just happening in my head.
Oh, I've been there.
Like...
I frequently, sometimes will be, like, looking, like, reading or something, and I, like, will then look up and be like, did I make that sound, or did I hear that sound inside my head because of what?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I get it. Not even the weirdest thing. I get that.
Sharpie number 2. Over there?
It is going.
Ooh.
So, this, you can't really see it very well. I need to, like, fix my lighting. It's not perfect. It's rough. It's a rough, we're getting there. It really needs to dry a minute, because I keep, like, pulling up layers.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably taking longer to dry
than a canvas usually does. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I mean, it's not as porous.
That's true. And I wonder, too, if, like, yeah, if somehow the air is, like, I don't know. Research, though. Research. So, let's see. Or what I might do then, because I don't know if I should get in on another whole project right this moment. I'm just gonna stare at my painting until it dries. Apparently, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's how you make it dry. Everyone knows
That's how you make it dry. Is you just stare at it really hard.
Yeah.
It is, however, it is already 8:48, so we usually only stream until 9. So
wow.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Wow,
fast.
it really did.
So what I think I might just do is let you guys go, because I don't know that we really have a whole lot of people hanging out right now. And yeah, it looks like we've just got one watcher. I think that's Alicia.
Hello.
Hi. And so yeah, so I think we're gonna go ahead and just cut out so that we can finish up working on some planning for these 3 upcoming events that we talked about. So for all of our local people and those who aren't, that still want to keep tabs, we've got coming up first on the 19th is the Number Story Project